Thanks very much for clicking on the video link to another Idle Chat. My name is Natalie, and this is my colleague Kaumbu, who is in Africa. Of course, I'm in France, but the American Bar Association Section 4 Dispute Resolution is worldwide. Welcome to the Idle Chat, Kaumbu.
Thank you so much, Natalie, and thank you to your audience.
Oh, well, I'm really looking forward to chatting with you. Before we get started, tell me, in what country are you?
Okay, so I am in Zambia, which is in sort of South Central Africa, and I'm in the capital city, which is Lusaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are all encouraged, of course, to go visit Africa, especially from me. I happen to love the continent of Africa, and I'll come and visit you. All
You are
right,
very
sir.
welcome.
Thank you. So we have on these cards, not philosophically or intellectually deep questions, but we'll go through them as best we can. The first card reads, do you like working from home or do you prefer going into the office?
Good one. Good one. So you see, before COVID, we always worked in the office, really. COVID, brought some nasty things, but some good lessons, and showed us we can successfully work from home, and we can successfully work, at a distance. We can even do arbitration hearings, remotely. So I prefer, now I can tell you, I prefer to work from home because I can be in my sweats and slippers and still get a good job done. But, the office has its place. There you go. Yay!
Yep. No matter how nice an office is, it's not as comfortable as my house.
Right.
I will agree with you. Sir, what did you eat for breakfast today?
So I had a bowl of cereal. I like a fried breakfast, I must confess. So I love my eggs. So I had an omelette, and I had some Earl Grey tea.
Ooh, good breakfast.
Party.
Good breakfast. Yeah. Uh, is there a lot of ice cream where you live?
Ice cream. So I'll tell you that growing up as a child, I said to myself, not if, when I make my first million, I am going to buy myself as much ice cream as I can. That's the love affair between me and ice cream. But yes, we do have quite a bit of ice cream. Maybe not as many varieties as I would like, but we do have quite a bit of ice cream, and I love me some ice cream.
What's the best flavor?
Oh, so your sort of vanilla caramel, is always a good thing, but it's called stracciatella. I love stracciatella. Yeah.
Oh, a man after my own heart. Oh, yum. All right. On the next card, Kaumbu, sorry.
Well
If
done.
you're in a talent show, what kind of act would you perform?
Right. So one of my not so hidden talents is I play guitar. Right. So, and then some people think that, I tell a decent joke. So I would probably do a little bit of stand-up with a bit of a musical soundtrack. I think that's probably what I'll do.
That's a show I would watch. What kind of guitar do you play? Classical or electric? What?
So I play rhythm guitar. I also play a bit of bass guitar.
Ooh,
Yes.
all
So
right.
I like jazz, I like R&B, that kind of
I'm a
gospel.
big fan of the R&B.
Yeah.
I like the R&B. All right.
Yeah.
Sir, what is your favorite spectator sport?
Believe it or not, I love cycling.
Okay.
And so I am you know, I live for the Tour de France, the Vuelta, the Giro. Okay, they don't come around often enough, but I love those. But I'm also a big tennis fan. So, you know, I follow the Grand Tours, Wimbledon. I love Wimbledon. I'll give myself away. I'm a Roger Federer fan till the grave.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is. Some people may not agree with you and me, Natalie, but there it is.
You know what? In a world of great divisiveness, I think it's okay for us to have our preferred tennis player. I think that's a safe zone between you and I.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're all right with that. What profession other than dispute resolution would you like to participate in?
Ooh, good one. If I could, I would probably be in sort of astrophysics. I know, but it's true. I am fascinated by, you know, the universe and all of the frontiers that we are yet to sort of conquer and discover. That world fascinates me. So if I could, that's probably where I'd be.
So you're a stand-up comedian. I'll tell you, I had the opportunity to interview Saul Perlmutter, the Nobel Prize-winning astrophysicist. And I did try to read his published works. I understood very little of what he had created. And I did attempt to tell him a physics joke.
Right.
As it turns out, the joke was not very funny, but his response to my bad joke was hilarious. His response to my bad joke was, in at least one of our parallel universes, that joke is funny. Oh,
That's very good.
yeah,
That is
the
very good.
astrophysicist won.
See why I'd like to do it.
I tried. I tried. Sir, what is your favorite app on your phone?
Maybe because it's the one I use the most, it would be WhatsApp. And I can almost hear my daughter saying, "Daddy, really?" But I use it the most.
It connects us in such a lovely way. I use it
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, I
My
use
my
it.
second best would probably be LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It lets us meet everybody, doesn't it?
Right,
It
exactly.
does. Let's see, the next card. Would you rather be able to foresee the future or change the past?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, so philosophically, I wouldn't want to change the past because it makes us who we are, doesn't it? The collective experiences that we've gathered, good or bad, you know, all of them are writing this story that culminates in our contribution to the planet as we are giving it now. So I don't know that I'd want to change the past. Seeing the future would be great fun. It truly, truly would. But it would also take a lot of fun out of the uncertainty and sort of happenstance and serendipity of living. So that's a tough one.
I don't know how to answer that one either. It would remove the sense of adventure for me if I could see into the future. But if I could go back and change the past, I might be able to do some really good things. I don't know.
Right.
I
No,
don't know.
I hear you. And I've thought about that. But if we changed any bits, and the astrophysicist would probably tell you that if you mess up with the historical timeline,
Yeah.
things are not the same.
Unforeseen consequences. That's so true. That
Yeah,
is so true.
yeah.
Well, Kaumbu, I'll ask you the same question that I ask all of the guests on the Idle Chat, and that is to tell me a little bit about what you love most about the work that we do in the resolution industry. What really draws you to our industry and our work?
Oh, yeah, it's a really great question, and we could spend all day talking about it. But I think, in a nutshell, it's the whole journey for me is very satisfying. Being able to help, right? Because we're in the service industry, and we are actually serving people and companies and firms, and we're helping to resolve disputes. I love the end. I love the fact that at the end of the day, not everybody's always satisfied with the outcome, but the fact that you've gone through a process that is fair, the parties have felt heard, everybody has had their say, and you followed a process that is just and equitable, and then there's a final result at the end of it. More oftentimes than not, I have had parties come to the end. I do a lot of arbitration, and at the end of it, there's no challenge to the award, and parties make the best of the situation and still move on, especially with transactions, and move on, and commerce is moving forward and transactions are moving forward. It gives me a great deal of satisfaction to contribute to resolving disputes, helping people, and helping move things forward.
I could not have said it better. Of course, you're sort of preaching to the choir, my brother.
Right.
But you explained it absolutely perfect. I really appreciate that. Now, if somebody watching this video is curious about you and your practice in particular, or maybe just the resolution industry in general in Central Africa, what's the best way for them to find you and reach out to you for a conversation?
Right. Well, I mentioned LinkedIn, so I am on LinkedIn, but there's also a website, Kaumbu Mwondela Legal Practitioners. That's the firm that I practice in. I lent it my name, and I'm not narcissistic. But right, Kaumbu Mwondela Legal Practitioners is the firm. So we have a website. I have a presence on LinkedIn. Drop me a message, let's get chatting. Happy to help where I can help. And also just happy to make friends. I like to make friends. So,
One of the things I learned when we were in Africa is that it is just the friendliest, most welcoming, warm, beautiful mix of cultures and food and music, and it's absolutely lovely. If you are watching this video and you don't have an experience with the African continent, you need to put it on your list and go to Africa, and you'll meet people like my colleague Kaumbu. It's an amazing place to go and visit. Sir, thank you so much for having an idle chat with me. I really appreciate you spending your valuable time here.
Natalie, it has been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to welcoming you and yours to Zambia. You eat some inshima, which is what we sort of traditionally eat out here, and see the sights and sounds and feel the warmth. So thank you, Natalie.